Hi, my name is Cherie Washington Kirkwood, and I am your trainer for today. Today, what we're going to discuss is how to make a post in your WordPress site. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to sign in to your hosting provider account where your WordPress site is hosted at. Today, we're signing in to Bluehost because this is where our WordPress site is hosted at. So you just basically put in your username and password, sign in to your hosting account, give it a little time, and there you go. And we're logged in. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go to the left-hand navigation bar where it says home up top and click on my sites with the WordPress symbol. And it should open up all of your websites that you should have available in your My Site section. If you only have one, then it'll only be one. But if you're like us and have multiples, then you'll see all of the websites that you utilize with WordPress. And so what I'm going to do is scroll down to our training site, and we're going to choose Manage Site. This will open up to that particular website's back end. That's the back end before you get into the back end, if that makes any sense. So this is for a whole nother training, but this does give you an overview of the activities and things that's going on the back end of your website. The next step that we want to do is we're going to click on Log into WordPress. It's where it's highlighted blue at. Click Log into WordPress. And we're going to wait for that to open up. This is where I always hear I don't know what song that is. Moving on. So the next thing is now we're in the back door of our WordPress site. This is where all the magic happens. And it's a lot of magic, as you can see. There's a lot of information here, but that's for another training as well. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left-hand navigation bar where it says Dashboard, and we're going to go all the way down until we get to Post. And as we get on Post, it will highlight blue, and you'll see a secondary navigation bar pull up, our menu, and it'll have all posts, add new, categories, and tags. So to give you an overview of what it looks like when you have a lot of posts, we're going to click on Post. It is going to take you to the All Post page. And here you will see all of the posts that you have made. If you've made any blog posts, because this is a blog post training, so I'm under the assumption that you have not, and this is your very first time. But when you do make your post, then this is what it will look like as you fill up your blog post. All right, so when you're ready to make a brand new post, the first thing you're going to click on is Add New. Add New is at the top left hand where it says Post. Click on Add New, and it will open up to a brand new page. This is your page editor, and it has a list of features in this page that you can utilize to build your blog post. So the first thing, as you see the cursors blinking, it's telling you to add a title. Let's add a title now. So we've added our title titled Add a Title Now. And now we have the title of our blog post. So the next thing we want to do is begin writing our blog. And you can simply do that by clicking where it says type, or you can actually choose what we call, or WordPress calls, a block editor. So if you want to utilize the block editor, as I move my cursor, you just saw this plus sign highlight. You click on this, and it will give you the option to utilize different block editors. So you have paragraph, classic, image, heading, gallery, list. And if you want to see more, you click Browse All. Browse All will give you a list of options that you can also include in your blog post. One option that I really love utilizing when I write my blogs is Classic. I'm going to click on Classic and you'll see why. When you click on Classic, it opens up the block under your title. Click on it and wow, look here. I now have options to help me with my blog post. Help me manage it, help me design it, the whole 9 yards. So if I want to be creative, I have some options here that I can utilize to enhance my creativity inside of my blog. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get ready to begin typing our blog conversation. We're going to say how to make a post in my WordPress site. Hey. Okay. So now we have a little content and we want to change some settings in the content. Let's actually highlight that and then let's center it. And now I have aligned my content to be centered. Now, I think I want a picture. So let's see. If I put the cursor here, the picture's going to come on this side. Let's go and find our media tab and click that. And it will open up your media for your WordPress site and where you keep all of your pictures. So what we want to do is we want to choose a nice picture, and we're going to choose this one and insert it into the blog. But before we do that, you can add text here. You can add caption. Caption is what you read up under the photo, and a description of the picture. That is totally up to your discretion. As you see, I will not. I'm going to click Insert Post. And wow, how vibrant and beautiful is this picture. Ooh, Tasty Time Out. I wonder if that's a real company. We have to check that out. But anyway, so Tasty Time Out is showing beautifully above my text. Basically, kind of sort of where I wanted it to show. But if I wanted it to do something different, then I can just click on it. And this nice alignment bar will actually pop up, and it'll give me the chance to move my post, center my post, center it to the right, no alignment at all. That way you can just move it and put it where you want it, or even edit the picture. So if you click on edit, it will take you to where you can add the alternative text or the caption, change the size, center it, link it to something. You can edit the actual original picture. You got advanced options here. Image title attribute. You can add special CSS styling, the whole 9 yards. And then you just click update. But being that we have not done anything to this picture, we're just going to X out of it. All right. So we have I have spell check. So if I don't fix that, it's going to bother me because I don't like to see those red lines. So the next thing we're going to do is go in between publish and the H, and there is the settings. We're going to click on settings. All right. So when you click on setting, it originally opens up to the block editor because this is where we're working at. in the classic block editor. We don't need to do anything with this. We just want to click on post. And this is where you'll see all of the settings for your post. And all of these things can be changed. One change that you want to make sure that you make or don't make, it's up to your discretion on how you want the design or layout of your blog to look, is the template page. So it's by default on your WordPress default template style or your theme template style. But once you click on it, it will open up another box, and then you just choose what you want. So we're going to do the minimal type theme, and you can choose if you want stick to the top of the blog or a pending review. Now, it's irrelevant for me because I don't utilize any of it. So this is something that you don't have. This is at your discretion as well. You can also choose the author. So if you don't want someone to know that you're the author and you want it to look like someone else did the authoring, or they actually did do the authoring and you're just posting the content for them, then you can choose them. If they're not here, then you only have the owner of the site's option to choose, and you choose that. Then you have opt-in Monster Insights, and Yoast search engine optimization. Opt-in Monster settings is if like you have say for instance, someone comes to your blog, and you know how when you go to these blog pages, they have these things pop up and they ask you to put in your email address and you get this wonderful discount. Opt-in Monster is that. So if you have that available, you can put that on your site. And this is where you can tweak the settings for this particular blog post. Monster Insights is like the analytics. And if you ever heard of Google Analytics, then this is where you see the traffic for this particular blog page. And then search engine optimization. This is what you utilize to make sure that your blog page is positioned right in the search engines like Google. And then from there down, and you'll come to categories, and then you just choose the category that your blog is about. And there you go. So we've chose web design because we're talking about making a blog post and the design of it and different things that we can utilize to make it, the development of it. And so we chose that category. Then we can also go to tags. And if you see, we do have some of our most used tags already highlighted for us. We're just going to choose web design and be done with it. And then our next option is the featured image. So you always want to include a feature image, because that feature image is the image that is utilized, like when you go on the front page of your website and you have a portfolio of different blogs that you wrote, it's going to show that feature image for that particular blog post. If you don't have an image there, then it's just going to show the title and some of the metadata. So we're going to choose a feature image, and we're going to utilize these cups, and we're just going to hit set feature image, and booyah, we have our feature image set. Now, the next thing is you can write an excerpt. It is very well optional if you want to do that. And if it even has a link here, if you want to learn about manual excerpts, it'll give you more information. I suggest that you learn all that you can in regards to your website, because this is your digital address for your business. All right, discussion. If you click the drop down, it'll give you the option to choose whether you want to allow comments on this blog post, or if you don't, if you have the check, then you're allowing it. And the same thing for ping back and trackbacks. The next thing is if you have the slider revolution. The slider revolution is like when you go to a web page and you see the images slide, the header images. That's what that does. That's the slider revolution. If you have any sliders there, then you actually want to utilize them for your header. That is completely up to you. It will not stop your header image from displaying. And then the next thing is your sidebar. Now, the sidebar is where if you ever went to a blog and you read the blog and they had a whole bunch of stuff on the side that you could either purchase or it will give you links to your other blog or the whole nine yards. As I was saying, the sidebar, it actually has the advertisement. Like if, say, for instance, you wanted to sell a shirt that was in your shop. If you wanted to provide a link to your store with a nice, beautiful picture and a nice sale, you could put that in the sidebar. So when your readers read, they can actually also see the advertisement and the products that you have made available. Um, Also, if you're affiliated with a partner and they have products that you sell for them, then it's sometimes, like, say, for instance, you're writing a blog about posting on WordPress. What if you're an affiliate with WordPress? And not that they need it, but what if you are an affiliate with WordPress? Then you could actually put your affiliate link and a nice picture and what some advertisement words, and they could click on that and go and sign up with WordPress and you get the credit for it. But 9 times out of 10, if you're going to use your sidebar, you want to socialize it with your actual blog that you're writing, the content that you're writing about. So we're going to choose blog sidebar, and you can make your own sidebar called widgets. So you make your own sidebar widgets, and bam, there you go. You can put the information that you there, and you can find it in the drop down and choose that particular sidebar. And you can do this for each and every single blog post that you make. So remember we were talking about writing an excerpt. Well, that's kind of similar to the search engine optimization. If you want to tweak your website and the metadata that shows up on your Google, this is a Google preview that Yoast search engine optimization actually shows. And if you begin to write here, and you will begin to see that your data changed from what was there, and it is and what's there now is the stuff that you just typed, the description that you just typed. And that will be what people see when they do a Google search and your product pulls up in Google. And so one more other feature here is a lot of my clients have extra capabilities per page, that they can use a different header than their main website header. They can change their, they can use video options, audio options, custom styling, and it'll all just be towards this one blog post. So each individual post can be designed and styled individually. So we've got all of our settings, and I gave you a brief explanation of what's on the page. And now what we want to do is publish our post. If we do not publish our post, then our post will never be available. So what you're going to do is click publish, and you're going to click publish again. And your website is going to publish, and a black pop-up box is going to say post published. And then you can view the post now. So let's go view our post. Let's back that up. I'm moving a little too fast because I forgot to show you one key thing. So before I go view my post, and you can do this yourself, is that especially if you forget something, it's never too late to go up and change because you see this button update. So I'm actually glad that this happened. Now, as you can see, when we first had our web address, it had a number and so forth. Now, because we made a post, it is now saying, let me click on it and move the cursor over, the title of the actual blog post. Okay, so you see that URL changed from what it was before. Another thing is, I wanted to show you how to insert a form. So we're going to click enter, and then we're going to go hit Zoho Forms, this green button. Click that. Access Zoho Forms. Click that. Hit the drop down menu. Click Zoho.com. That is the US version of Zoho. They're all over the world, so they're in many countries. Then you're going to click connect. And then from there, you're going to click the drop down menu and you're going to choose the form that you actually want. So right now we want them to sign up with their email address, and then we're going to say embed. Now, these here, width and height, can be adjusted to what you want and how you want it to look on your page. So you're going to click embed. I don't want to adjust anything right now, so we're going to click embed. And then as you can see, it pulls up what you call a short code of your actual form. And then now that we have the form there, we can hit update. It is going to update now. And bam, that box popped up again. Now it says post updated, and you're going to click view post. Oh, wow. Our post is here. And guess what? We don't even have a sidebar on this page. Oh, and our form is empty, but it's there. Oh my goodness. Our form is there, but we don't have anything in there. That means we forgot to go and build a form in Zoho. Oh well. So we want to put another form there. And we don't actually like the page layout because we can't see our sidebar. Our sidebar is very important to us because it has all of our money-making opportunities in that sidebar, plus additional information like going to our social media and additional blogs. So in order to edit it, now that you're on this page, you're just going to go up to the top of your WordPress navigation bar and click Edit Post. So now we have the opportunity to edit our post. And what we're going to have to do here now is we're just going to have to completely delete this short code. We're going to delete it. And then we're going to click the green F button again. Access. Then click Zoho.com. And click the drop down menu. And then we're going to choose Contact Us. And we don't want to change anything right now, so we're just going to embed it. But we did not like our page layout, so we're going to go over into Settings, which is already open, and click Post. Then we're going to go down because the only thing that has made our page look to where we don't like it is the page template. So we're going to choose Template, drop down menu, and choose a different template. So this time we're going to choose Manhattan, and then we're going to simply go up and click Update. Go down, Post is updated, and View Post, and let's see the changes. Oh my word, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All righty. So our post has dramatically changed. We now see our sidebar where we have all our goodies, reposts, comments that people made. They can go to our social link, our latest post tags, our photos and our photo stream. And look here, we can also see our contact page to where they can contact us at. And again, remember that if you don't want to see these lines and all this good stuff right here, which you're probably going to see this one, you can always go and change the size of your um, form and by going back to edit post, deleting out that short code, clicking on the F button again, clicking on your country, which is Zoho.com, then clicking on the drop down menu and choosing the registration form. Then when that pops up, it'll give you the opportunity to choose the height and the width, and you can choose, tweak it to the height and width that you like, and booyah. You have changed the layout and the style of your form. Now you see here, they can share your form on Twitter. This whole blog post actually is going to be shared, but there's share buttons there to do that. And that's the same. Well, these are your follow buttons. So you see how many different social links you can share, and you can be followed everywhere. And then you'll see your related post up under here. Blogs. Let's see if we go down further. And then you'll see your make a comment. I just say stuff. And then you submit the comment, and bam, you're there. So this is just the logist. And see, I made that. They can even reply to the comment. But this is the logist of you making your blog post on your WordPress site. So just remember to refresh yourself. I'm glad some things happened in this setting on training. So therefore, you got to see the whole totality of going back to re-edit your post, changing the layout of your post, and so forth. So if you have any further questions, or you can always reach out to us. If you're a client, you already have specific instructions on how to reach out to us. And if you're not, you can just simply send us an email at info@scienceociety.net. Thank you for watching the video. I hope the training gives you everything that you need. Happy posting.